Good evening, everybody. We are coming to you live from downtown Baton Rouge, the beautiful new downtown library. We're here for BREW's high stakes pitch competition. It's going to be an amazing evening, but before we get started, we need to introduce ourselves.
We are your hosts this evening. My name is Shireen, and this is my friend Raina. Together, we are the co-founders of Power Pump Girls. We are a local business right here in the beautiful city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we are really excited to meet other entrepreneurs tonight and judges who are willing to invest in this ecosystem.
Yeah, the stakes are definitely high here tonight. You can kind of feel the excitement and the tension in the room, but it's going to be a good time. Stick with us live on this chat and throughout the night. If you have any questions or any comments you want to engage with us, put it in the comments. We'll be interviewing all of the panelists, the judges, as well as the businesses who are pitching tonight for the $50,000 prize. It's super exciting.
So, a little bit, this is the 10th anniversary of BREW. This is being put on by Nexus, which is a 501c3 that is really building an inclusive entrepreneurship ecosystem, which is important for us, obviously. We love inclusivity, and you know, being able to provide resources and funding to inclusive businesses is really important.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think we're gonna bring up our first guest for the evening, and we will have some questions. If you have questions for our guest, please feel free to ask. We will get him seated. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Good evening. Are you ready?
I am always ready.
Oh, I like that answer.
That's a quote. It
You
says
never
if
know
stay
when you got a
ready.
pitch.
There you go.
Or when you get interviewed for a virtual live event.
Yeah, I wasn't ready, but it's all good. Let's go.
Awesome. Well, can you introduce yourself first?
I'm Vishal Vasanji, co-founder and CEO of Relief.
Okay.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your business before your pitch, not all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't give it away, but in essence, we bring the doctor's office to the patients.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And that is obviously a business that's needed right now in the middle of this pandemic that's going on. Tell us how you bring some value to the community with bringing doctor's offices to their home.
So obviously during the pandemic, right, when doctor's offices were closed, we were testing nonstop every day.
Yeah.
And then when the economy opened back up, we were actually one of the first companies that was testing restaurants and office buildings and stuff like that to get employees back safely, which we still do a lot of that. And then when schools came back, we started doing schools, so universities and elementary schools and high schools. So, you know, we just make it really easy for you to get tested and keep you safe.
So were you doing this before the pandemic, or was this in lieu of the pandemic?
We saw an opportunity and we took advantage of it.
That's true. Entrepreneurship, guys. You find a need and you create the solution.
Yeah, so I mean, we already had the platform for
Yeah.
other needs, and then we looked at it and said, COVID's not going anywhere, let's go all in. So we went all in April, and the rest is history.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what is your background in? Is it in medicine or?
So I spent 7 years in corporate finance, and then I left that, bought my first healthcare company, tripled the size of it, sold it.
Wow.
And then I started urgent care, so we got 4 locations.
Yeah.
And then I sold my state and got into the technology side of healthcare. So,
Very cool.
healthcare all my entrepreneurial life, but I was starting.
Your
in
industry?
finance. Yes.
Yeah, cool. And are you from Baton Rouge originally?
I went to LSU and never left.
That's
So-
our story.
Yeah.
That's definitely our story.
But I'm from the 318, so I'm
Wait,
from
which
Louisiana.
part?
Winsboro.
Oh my gosh.
I'm from Shreveport. I get excited when I hear 318.
Yeah.
You know, we breathe some.
You know, we're in Shreveport. We're testing LSUS and Centenary right now. Yeah.
That's so
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
So with this being the Baton Rouge Entrepreneurship Week, what is your favorite thing about Baton Rouge?
I call Baton Rouge a little big town.
Yeah.
Yes, within 2 to 3 degrees, I can get a hold of anybody in town.
Yeah.
So no one is too far away to get a hold of. So if you got the will, you can find them and you can talk to them.
Absolutely.
I love it. So last and final question. This is a competition. You know, do you have any jitters or anything? Or are you like,
No, when you're
Stay
confident, you don't
ready.
get
He
this.
stays ready.
No, when you're confident, you don't get jitters. No, it's
love
I love these things. I mean, win or lose, you learn a lot from doing these things. And I encourage people that are out there to participate in these things as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because you always take a little bit of tidbit away from every event that you do. So,
so
I'm ready.
for those of you who have never done a pitch competition, which Rain and I have never
haven't
done,
done one.
but we're entrepreneurs,
Yep.
what is like one small thing that you could tell us that would better prepare us to do a pitch competition?
Be yourself and show your passion.
Yeah.
You can't fake it. People know when you're faking it on stage.
Do that. Awesome.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank
we'll
you.
be tuning in and hope you win.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Bye.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk about the purpose of tonight's event. One, it's going to help these businesses and entrepreneurs develop relationships not only with one another but other entrepreneurs, and then these investors. All of their businesses are investable businesses, and that's really important. If you're looking to do this in the future and you would like to participate in this competition, you need to have a business that's investable and scalable, right?
Yes, and not only that, I think for you and I, something that we value is raising awareness.
Yes.
So the more you can put yourself and your business in front of an audience or in front of other people, the more awareness you get to build for it. And so especially in something like this where you're around angel investors and people who are willing to invest money, it's really important to bring your A game, but also just really be thinking of how can I make my business more available and accessible to other people so that they know what I'm doing and they can be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right, I think we're gonna bring up our next business entrepreneur.
Dun, dun, dun.
Come on in.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good evening.
Welcome.
Chris, nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Chris.
We're Raina and Shireen.
Nice to meet you.
We're our virtual hosts tonight. This is our virtual audience.
Everyone say hello to Chris. Virtually.
Yes. So first, can you introduce yourself and tell us about your business?
Sure. So my name is Chris Shorten, and I started a company called OmniDeck, and we're business Facebook is kind of the best way of thinking about us. So we do some really nerdy stuff and make it a little bit cooler.
Okay.
So that's kind of our shtick. But we started, I guess, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, really in a garage with kind of an idea, and we raised $3.5 million so far.
Wow.
And yes, we got 15 employees on Sherwood, and so we're kind of stepping into our larger series round, and see how
You're here to
big
compete.
That's it.
So how long have you been doing this?
Probably 4 years from like idea to kind of where we're at. We actually had kind of a crash and burn moment out of the garage. We said, oh, we're going to take on the world. And we started with $500, and it turns out you can't take on the world.
$500.
Yeah, it's better to do it with a couple
You
million
can take
dollars.
on your street, you
Yeah,
know?
that's right. Yeah. We expand all the way to 70817. But no, it's been a huge learning experience, and I would say we're definitely a product of Nexus and Innovation Catalyst. Innovation Catalyst, to Bill Ellison's credit, really helped us get started. He helped bring in Louisiana Fund, which is an investor, and we've had to do a lot of investment. We have 27 shareholders, a lot of doctors and independent people that they're helping out local BREWs, BREW.
You gotta be from Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right. But no, it's a lot of fun. And,
Yeah.
we're excited about what we've built and kind of do it here in Baton Rouge.
So I'm hearing a lot of Baton Rouge and Baton Rouge innuendos. What is something that you love about Baton Rouge?
The people. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that makes our system kind of cool is kind of like Instagram, and I hate to keep making examples, but it's not a big application. We only have 3 features. So you really don't need like a huge team to develop it, which is a cool opportunity for us because we don't have a ton of resources here, but the resources that we do have, we can keep here. But then where we scale is really, it's a no-code system, so you're not a coder, so you're dragging and dropping. So what that gives us competitive advantage is the people you're talking to that represent OmniDeck is cool people. Like, we like to have fun, and we want to help your business out, and I can do it in an hour now. So that's kind of our goal. So we really think we can do something special here in Baton Rouge.
Awesome. So we love Baton Rouge. Tell our viewers, like, what's your favorite thing about being an entrepreneur?
Dreaming.
Yeah.
Dreaming is fun. Yeah. I mean, I've worked in other things, work for people and whatever else, and even if nothing works out, you spend your whole life dreaming. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now, if you ask my wife that, she would say, no, that was not.
You're watching.
Yeah.
He didn't apologize.
No, but it's fun, and I tell people this a lot too. It's one of the guys that are raising capital is that you can't. There's not a ton of capital here in Baton Rouge, but there is.
Yeah.
Raising canes here. There's a lot of people. And I think that what companies, people, entrepreneurs have to be careful is not to sell their vision short. Right? If your idea is Uber, well, let it be Uber. Raise enough money, do it right. And don't limit your vision just because you can't raise enough money.
That's really good.
I love that. Don't sell your vision short.
It's the guy with business Facebook. We'll give it a run. I mean, it's too ambitious.
I love it. Last question. It's kind of a double question. Is this your first time pitching for this company?
I've pitched to 180.
Okay.
So,
That's a
but
great
yes,
lesson.
yes in this. but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then what would your advice be to someone who's looking to do a pitch competition in the future?
Cool. Read and watch people do it. All we're doing is copycatting smarter people than us.
Yeah.
And that's a really good thing because how you imitate them is really kind of who you become.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's kind of funny now looking back at our early pitches and I'm like, how did we make this money with that? That's crazy. But now you do it so much. Like when I say a pitch to 180 people, literally every VC and angel group down Interstate 12, or down Interstate 10, I've pitched to. And the practice makes pretty good.
I love it.
I love it. Well, best of luck tonight. We'll be watching and maybe we can interview you after the fact, but good luck.
I'll be sobbing in the bathroom.
No.
So, thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Thanks.
All right. So, fun fact, we are 2 female hosts tonight at this pitch competition, but there are no women businesses represented here tonight in the pitch competition. And so we just would love to speak to any women entrepreneurs out there who want to start a business or maybe have a business that's investable and want to do something like this pitch competition. Nexus offers the perfect opportunity for you to spread word about your business, network, and then potentially get that seed investment.
And it's really important. I know we just finished fundraising for our company, Power Pump Girls. We didn't take the angel investor VC route. And with that, we found a lot of really crazy data about women in business, and especially women of color in business. And women of color, and more specifically Black women, receive less than 1% of funding. Y'all, less than 1%. So we really want to encourage you that if you have an idea, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, and you have an investable idea, please, 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 please take the next step. Hop in your car. We've been talking about that all day. Hop in your car and just drive in the right direction.
And that direction is down Florida Boulevard to Nexus, where they can help you with all the business resources to make sure you are scalable, that you are investable, and to be successful.
So look, there are some criteria that they've given us. So the criteria to compete, you have to be a Louisiana-based company or willing to relocate.
Pause there. This is a great place to come. We have amazing food, amazing people.
Culture is great.
Come on down, Louisiana.
No more than $250,000 in revenue in 2019.
And then lastly, you need an investable business model. We keep saying that because it's important. If you want to pitch for these judges to invest in your business, again tonight, these businesses are up for $50,000 in investment that could really catalyze your business to the next level. You have to have investable business models.
And it's really competitive. 56 companies applied and only 9 were selected as semifinalists. So when we say do it, really put your foot to the pedal and read, like Chris said. So yeah, I think bring up our next person.
Come on up, and she's going to talk to us about BREW and Nexus and all the good things that have been happening.
We are having a blast right now. I just wanted you to know that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Thanks for having us. So for anyone who may not know, I know you've been having your monologue all week, but we may have some new people on tonight. So tell us a little bit about you, your role, and about the organization.
Sure. I'm Wendy Overton. I'm the architect of BREW. And I am the Director of Strategy and Development for Nexus Louisiana. We're a 501c3 with a mission to support high-impact tech-enabled entrepreneurship in the state of Louisiana. And we're also very devoted to building an inclusive and diverse entrepreneur ecosystem. We are very interested in making sure that we've got access to capital and a capital continuum for all entrepreneurs in Louisiana.
Love it. I love that you guys are really focused on building an inclusive entrepreneurship ecosystem, especially for people like us who were intimidated in the beginning to hop in and start a business and you don't really know where to start, but feeling welcomed and comfortable is most likely the first step to a win.
Absolutely.
So how does someone become a part of Nexus or be able to get any of their resources? How does that whole process work?
Sure. So any entrepreneur that wants assistance, you're welcome to contact us. And if we don't offer the services, we are well connected to all the other entrepreneur support organizations in the city and even in the region, in the state. So we will refer you to whoever you need to talk to in order to get the help that's best for your idea and your business and your dream. Just go to our website, nexusla.org. And there's a place there for you to submit contact information. You can give us a call. You can always just there's a contact form there, or you can always just give me an email at wendy@nexusla.org, and I'm happy to connect you.
Awesome. I have one more question before I let you go. What are you most looking forward to tonight with the high stakes pitch competition?
I am looking forward to watching 3 fantastic companies all pitch. Some of them have investors that are watching virtually, and I'm just excited to see all 3 of them pitch. And I know only one's going to walk away with a $50,000 investment prize tonight, but I believe that this opportunity to pitch virtually gives them an opportunity to pitch to any investor that's watching.
Well, we can't wait to see the action start, and thank you guys for joining us virtually. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Hope you get to rest after this long week. I know you've been running
She has
around.
more work to do. We have to let her go, y'all.
All right. Bye, guys. Enjoy the show.
And then there were actually 3 companies that have made it to tonight. That is Biocade, OmniDeck, and Relief Telemed.
Right. So we heard from two. I
Yes.
don't know where the other third entrepreneur is, but we'll bring them up soon. But I'm really excited, and we're actually here tonight with our friend Franz, who's been seeing here live, and so we are going to turn it over to him in just a few minutes. But again, don't forget to follow Nexus online, on their social media.
Yeah.
Stay tuned here virtually. It's going to be awesome. It's getting quiet in here. The tensions are high. The stakes are going. Here we go.
Bye, y'all.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Oh my gosh, let's just all take a collective deep breath. Like, it is so intense in here. All of the presenters did an amazing job, and I can see why it's taking the judges so long to deliberate, because I can't choose.
No.
It was really tough.
So what was your favorite part?
I loved hearing their origin stories. I think that always resonates with us as founders. We love hearing how businesses got started and what the idea behind, or the reason behind them starting their businesses was. So that was exciting for me to hear, having never heard of these companies before, kind of what inspired them to start. What about you?
I just loved how cutting edge everyone's
Yeah.
ideas and concepts were. We are literally pivoting in history in so many fronts. And so to see everyone so excited about technology and how post-COVID and during COVID they can add value to our lives.
Yeah.
So I really, really enjoyed that. The presentations were really thought out.
Yeah.
And I was nervous.
I know!
Like I was up there pitching.
I think because we put ourselves in their position, we've had to tell our story and kind of pitch in so many different circumstances, so we empathize with them. But they all did a great job in telling their story and why they are worthy of this $50,000 investment.
I'm really excited, and also kudos to the high school student
Yes.
who also pitched. Y'all, that is such a brave soul, and I'm with Franz. 2,000, not 1,000.
Yes.
Because again, I'm not sure I have the guts to get on stage, and I didn't at that age.
I didn't have the guts nor the idea, so kudos to him for that. I definitely could have used his app while I was in high school to have a tutor.
College.
And then college, I could have been a tutor, vice versa, so I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
BREW is an amazing place and hub for these entrepreneurs and their businesses to get their start, if not for an investment, but for the network and for the exposure. And so it's amazing. If you guys want to connect with these businesses, go in the chat. I know online you can connect with them, and shout out to their teams who are watching.
Dude, yes. And also, let's also pause and say good job to everyone who's behind the scenes making this happen. Y'all, we have a background in event planning, and it is not easy work. So
No,
they
they're
are
doing a great
making it
job.
happen. So let's talk about it. One of the pillars of BREW and Nexus is inclusivity and building an inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystem. Say that 5 times fast.
Ecosystem and an incubator for entrepreneurship.
But inclusive. So what does inclusivity mean? I know, obviously.
We know what it
yes.
means. Yeah, but I think it means a span of diverse people as far as ideas, as far as backgrounds, race, ethnicity, and gender.
Age, where you're from in the world, geographically. All of those things play a role into being diverse.
Yeah.
And so not only is it important for women, like we mentioned earlier, to come to the forefront with your ideas and connect with BREW and Nexus, but also investors. Like Franz said, it's so important for us to have Black, brown, women, men on the forefront as well, investing.
These businesses. Yeah. One of our favorite companies and entrepreneurs, I'm going to give a shout out here, Savitra Wilson with Brasilia. We look to her for so many different reasons, as an entrepreneur, but then also as an investor and a supporter of other entrepreneurs and people in the community. And so women, if you are interested in being an investor or supporter of what Nexus has going on here with BREW, make sure you reach out and become part of next year's event. It's so important to have that representation. We're all about women's empowerment and, representation with Power Pump Girls in our organization. And so we would love to see more women represented here at BREW next year.
So shameless plug, because we have not yet talked about our organization.
Let's pitch.
Yes, kind of. So Rain and I are the co-founders of Power Pump Girls. It's a social impact club right here in Baton Rouge, with the idea that we want to empower women to connect and serve. We like to call ourselves social impact strategists, social impact engineers, and basically all that means is we want to create space for you to be able to do things in your community to give back. And that looks different. We've done advocacy work. We started a merch line that starts conversations that may be tough to have. So
pre-COVID, we had events, which we loved hosting and bringing people together. And excitingly, we are actually hosting our very own podcast for the first time. Our community's asked for this for so long, and so if you want to be a part of what's happening with Power Pump Girls, go to Power Pump Girls Inc. on Instagram, www.powerpumpgirls.org, and I think we are almost ready
They told
to
us
hear
to
from
wrap.
the judges. They must have come to a decision.
I'm
I'm
so
really
nervous.
excited to see who they picked. Shout out to the teams again. Get in the chat. Shout out your fam and your team.
All right,
Here we
y'all.
go.
Bye.
We are here with the winner.
With a winner. Okay.
Chris, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel?
It's like a winner.
Like a winner.
Whatever.
Yeah, can you show us your
Yeah, there you go.
pitcher winner
You know,
trophy?
I needed one of these.
Yeah. You
I asked for it for Christmas and didn't get it, so.
It was on your Amazon wish list, and now here it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the.
So a takeaway from tonight. Give the audience a takeaway. Were you as prepared as you thought you were? Were there some things you felt like you could have done better?
Sure.
Always.
I'm the world's. Some people talk about spiritual gift is sweating in public. So like I was right on with that. But no, I mean what's tough about doing presentations is like it's just a lot of work, but also the day doesn't stop either. So it's trying to intermix pitch competitions and sanding at night, walking the neighborhood, and whatever else, trying to do it. So, but it feels good to do it. It's never good or how we want to do it, but it's.
I tell you what, your opening slide with the numbers and the data points on how many softwares you use as a company.
Oh my gosh.
We literally looked at each other and were like, oh my God, that's our life. I can't tell you how many we don't use.
Yeah.
And we just are like accumulating this monthly thing. And so you've really answered a solution, a problem that a lot of business owners like us have. And so, kudos to you, kudos to your team for thinking through those things. Do you have any more questions?
So yeah, it's like the Super Bowl. What's your first thing you're gonna do after your big win tonight?
Spend it on food or something. It's terrible.
You're not going to
we
Disney
go?
World?
No, we're not going to Disney World. Yeah.
His investors right there.
No, we're.
You're not going to Disney World?
Yeah. That's us.
That's us. Hey everybody.
They actually told us to wrap, y'all. So
You're fabulous.
Thank you. You were amazing tonight.
well, once again, this isn't just for you. This is a win for your team.
Well, I'll tell you this. I am rarely anywhere near the smartest guy. Everybody that works for me is I believe the Lord blessed and brought them to us for a very specific reason. I can tell you I could not do literally anything. I'm right. So I mean I have to find really smart people.
So humble.
I just keep them in the office and keep them showing up. So it's a kudos to the team. I can't do anything without that. And all I do is sweat in public and get the
I love
PowerPoint
it.
presentations, and there you go.
I love it. So now you guys have to do a big Moscow Mule, have a drink, and congratulations.
Love the great work.
Awesome.
Keep representing Baton Rouge. And again, congratulations.
All right, y'all.
All right. Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.